Hello, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's after 10. We should be fine to get most of the stuff that we need. So, here we should find one of the torn pages.
What do we have here?
Ah, no.
A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
Let me get a torch and see if we can find anything here. Oh, here we are. There's one here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so two are here, yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, probably the same as you. I want to be able to read in peace and quiet. And not just the books they make us read.
What exactly do you read here?
Well, I'd be interested to find the unofficial biography of Saint Procopius. But there probably is no such thing. To be honest, I was expecting some entertaining reading, but it's just the same old stuffy nonsense. But if that locked cabinet there with all the forbidden books was open, that would be a different story. Until recently it was still unlocked, but after something vanished, they've kept it locked tight.
Maybe I could get inside.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I'd love to pore over some of those tomes. We'd be in it together, up to our ears in it. What do you say?
We'll see what I can do.
Okay, let's get this baby open. What do you mean I've been seen by him? Of course.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
Okay.
This looks like the Saracen language. Ibn al-Hassan. That's who I'm looking for. Avicenna.
Unbelievable. Imagine these men could have been burned at the stake just for writing these books. Many were, I'm sure. It's mostly Latin, that's not much use. But what about this one? Magical potions for conjuring diverse apparitions. I'll take it.
Hey, you better leave that here.
What are you so afraid of? No one will notice if one or two books are missing. This one looks interesting. A sorcerer's potion for rematerializing the body physical in other realms and for conversing with spirits of all manner therein. Oh, I have to try it out. I'll remember the recipe and prepare it later.
Okay, have fun. Don't burn anything to the ground. In this case, let's go here. Okay, we need two more.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You wouldn't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad.
Like Lucas, where's Lucas? What did you do to him?
Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yodok will fetch more. What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking.
But we're all monks.
Youngster, When you're as old as I, you'll understand.
But you're the cicators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here. How can gambling and drinking be a fitting part of a monk's life?
If you really want to know, see for yourself.
All right, have it your way.
What troubles you?
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Oh, nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
Where'd you get the wine from? I thought the monastery cellars were guarded.
So they are. But this wine isn't from the monastery. Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty and we need a new one. We're a bit old for such exertions, but you, on the other hand...
I'll help you. What do I need to do?
Ha! I knew it! Help Novice Yorick arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night, the cask can be on the table.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Perfect.
Let's drink.
That's the idea. And what should we drink to?
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is. But wait a minute, lad. Which one?
To Peter.
So, to Peter. He's done so much for us, but his time is at hand. To his immortal soul.
Okay. Not gonna be playing dice with them. Nothing. Here we go. We need one more. So where they supposed to be is there's one in the cellar which we got. In dormitory we got two. In scriptorium, so in library, there's one on a table behind where the monk is transcribing, and the other one is on the east wall in the chest, which we already got. Frattery, there's one where the alchemy bench is, which we got, and one where the books are, which we got. Main corridor, we do have it. In dining room, dining room, yeah. So yeah, there's one in dining room, and then the last one is in the abbot's bedroom. Okay, we better put Henry to sleep. Yeah, I will skip until our next point. So first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the blood, because I believe we should find it tomorrow. So in the morning we should find it in the kitchen. Then nasty habit. Yeah, we're gonna talk with Yodok. Deliver the book to Nevlas, and that's it. So yeah, let's go to sleep and then catch up when it's tomorrow, basically. So now we're gonna eat with the other brothers, and where we want to be is here. That's our next point of business. So let's grab blood very quick, just so that no one sees us. Oh, nice. Now let's eat and wait for another time slot. I think it's 8.
God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection.
Let's have a chat with, here we go, Brother Nevlas.
What would you like?
And let's give him the
Here's
book he
the book you
wanted.
wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if Brother Librarian left it lying about. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper care of the books. It will drive him mad. I didn't leave that book out, or did I? Is there anything I can do for you in return?
I'd be interested in finding out the background of the other novices.
That's a strange wish you have. And the only ones who know everything about the novices are the abbot and the prior. They keep a record of every monk in the abbot's book, but you'll never get your hands on it. It's locked up in the prior's study.
Thanks. You've helped me immensely.
No, thank you. About that book, don't even think about breaking in to get it.
No worries. Yep.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today's task, 2 cockerel potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them. What would you like?
Easy peasy. Yeah,
I
submit
finished
potions.
my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Okay, perfect. Now let's save and move to Brother Librarian. Okay, so first let's have a chat with...
And let
Oh,
him
what's his
not
skin?
shut his eyes to the faults of offenders.
Yeah, Yodok.
but
Praise be to
with
Christ,
wisdom
brother.
and authority, let him cut out those faults
I don't think he has anything here. Oh no,
What can
he
you
can tell us
me
about Siskin.
remembering
Well,
the fate of Heli.
he's always got a smile on the new friend,
The well-disposed
but I reckon he don't belong in the monastery.
Let him correct
He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties.
bold.
I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments. Knowing that it is
Okay, no, we already spoke with him about it.
I
Yep.
was talking last night with the brother Cicators.
your son with the rod.
It seems you're to fetch them a cask of wine. Like last time.
Hey, well,
The first
yes,
degree of humility
it's true.
is without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them.
I'd like to help you.
Who, because of the holy service
Would you really do it?
and the fear
To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. I know it's forbidden, but we've no other option. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys. And only the prior has those.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can go and steal wine somewhere else?
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you could.
for if the disciple of
Or you might be able to pick the locks.
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
but simple
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked the gates for me.
who sees
This time we'll have to steal the keys.
and far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will
How can I get hold of the keys, do you think?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them. Brother Celarius, the cellar keeper, used to be a burglar. He knows his way around locks, and maybe could help us, if you could find a way to arrange it.
Do you think he'll want to take part in theft?
No, but he could give some advice, or maybe get some lockpicks to open the gate. You'll figure something out.
If you think so, I can try.
Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
No problem.
About those keys.
Did you get them? Keys?
Okay, let's go, not yet. And then let's go to... Jesus, which one was it? Solarius, yeah.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Okay, there are some things that we can sell to him. Let's just buy one, it's fine, and then let's sell... Oh, we can pay with money. Oh, that's even better.
I'd like to discuss the price. Here.
Well now, thank you very much.
Okay, let's have a chat with Yoda again.
What would you like?
Yeah.
About those keys,
Did you get...
Yeah, we have them.
I have them.
In that case, come before midnight to the cloister garden. I'll be waiting for you there, and we'll head off.
Actually, before we go any further, let's have a chat with Lucas. Because there's another quest that we can do. Yeah, this one.
In the night, I overheard the cicadas in the cellar. They were talking about you.
Oh no. So it's still not over. This isn't a life in service of God. This is purgatory.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the cicadas drinking and playing hazard as if they were in a brothel.
We should report them.
I agree. I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways, they vented their anger on me. You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas, they told me. Now, I can't even count how many days and nights I've spent locked up in solitary confinement for the tiniest offenses, or for no offense at all.
What if I reported it?
Aren't you afraid they'd start hounding you as well as me? Trust me, brother. You don't want to know what it's like.
You're right. This ought to stay between the two of us. I'm sure our brothers will leave you alone soon enough.
I pray that's true.
Now, we should get a quest. Yeah. So, we can have a chat. So first what we're gonna do is give them the cask of wine. And then we're gonna ask them to stop being mean to Lucas.
What have we here? That's it. The book with information about the novices.
What's the...
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Shouldn't you be getting your rest and not wandering about like a ghost?
Oh no, don't worry about it. Okay, so that's done.
But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
Oh, we already know. Oh my god, I found it. Okay, so it's here. It's this chest here. Okay, perfect.
What troubles you?
Here I am.
You're late, but perhaps we can still make it. Once we're outside, we'll need to be careful, and we'll need to be quick. If we're not back before sunrise, someone will realize we've gone, and there'll be hell to pay.
Where exactly are we going for the wine?
Next to the monastery is the house of the custodian, a baron who provides military protection to the monastery. We'll take the wine from him.
Why go to all that trouble? Aren't the monastery wine cellars full?
They are, but Brother Solarius keeps records of all the casks, and the prior checks them. They'd investigate if any went missing. Whereas, if someone outside loses the odd cask, they're not going to suspect us monks.
That does sound reasonable. How do we do that once we're there? Will we need to break into the custodian's cellar?
We needn't break in anywhere. It's on the ground floor and usually unlocked. It holds supplies for the whole craftsman's yard, and every now and again, someone comes in to fetch something. The only thing we have to make sure is that nobody sees us.
What particular wine are the cicadas after?
They want some Znaimo wine, but there's no way we'll be able to tell what's what. We'll just grab a cask and head off. I doubt the custodian would have anything of poor quality in his cellar.
The brothers will complain.
They'll complain even more if they've nothing to drink at all.
I'm ready. We can head off.
All right. You have the outside keys, so get unlocking.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I guess we're doing this alone. So this is quite easy. We just go here, here.
What are you doing here?
Ah, don't worry. I actually should have saved before, but it's okay. We're gonna grab this. And now we can go back. Yeah. It's the way better route to where we're supposed to be. I mean, you know, to the other one. Okay, now. Now we should talk to the circuitors, but I wanna save. Ooh. Why aren't you guys sleeping? What's up? Okay, yeah, but let's save before we do it.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
You're a fine fellow.
Gregor, talk to me.
Brother Cicator, my friend.
What would you like? To be relieved from duties?
No, I'm here because of Novice Lucas. I've heard there's some discord with him.
Only because that weasel wants to put an end to our nighttime fun. So we're letting him know who's in charge here.
I'd appreciate it if you treat him like a brother again.
If he isn't afraid of us, there's nothing to stop him ratting us out. But what do you care, anyway? Grown fond of him, have you?
He hates you because you trample all over him and he has nothing to lose. If you show him just a bit of kindness, he'll think again about taking you on. You'll see.
Fine. You've convinced me. You can tell him things have been straightened out. But he'd better be on his best behavior from now on. Beware of Lucas. He might corrupt you.
What do you mean?
He's a sodomite, a sinner. He might try to get you into the habit, or out of it.
I'll decide for myself who I do and don't talk to.
Down the hatch.
Every goal.
Okay, that's done. We just need to talk to Lucas now, librarian, and then solve this quest. So yeah, let's put Henry to sleep.
I spoke to the cicadas about how they've been treating you.
Really? Did you manage to convince them to leave me alone?
But you have to promise not to tell anyone what you saw them doing. Then they'll leave you alone.
That's a promise I'd be glad to make. I'm forever in your debt, brother. Because now I know I can trust you, there's something I want to tell you. It's about Brother Antonius. I wouldn't like to say something that isn't true. God forbid I should cause harm by my words, but this is something I'm sure of. Novice Antonius is lying to us.
What makes you say that?
He claims he's a merchant's son from Vlashim, and that he joined the order voluntarily. The thing is, I spent a great deal of time in Vlashim. I know it like the back of my hand, and no one even remotely like Antonius has ever lived there.
Are you sure? Because this could mean that...
It's true, or Canute isn't my name. That would be my secular name, by the way, but that's not important. I know Vlashim, and I know the local merchants there, and I've never seen Antonius among them. Why would he be lying if he had nothing to hide?
Thank you for telling me. I'll look into it. I've discovered something about the wrongs being committed here.
I see. Tell me more.
The Circators go into the cellar at night to drink wine.
I thought so. John always reeks of it. And he wants to be abbot. Hypocrite. Perhaps if you told the prior, that would clip John's wings.
Brother Yodok has been stealing wine for the Circators so they can drink.
Yodok? Well, that little rat's shown his true colours. Do you know where he's stealing it from?
From the cellar of a low-ranking vassal outside the monastery walls.
Clever. A custodian would never suspect anyone in the monastery. And no one here would suspect monks were drinking secretly when no wine's missing. Thank you, brother. Could you please inform the prior? If I were to do it, they'd cry false accusations.
The older brothers are picking on novice Lucas, punishing him when he doesn't deserve it and humiliating him.
It seems that now even brothers can't avoid worldly evil. Thank you for the information, and if you can, stand up for him. The older brothers are also out to get me. Any action I take, they'll try to use against me.
Brother Siskin is hiding treasure he owned before he became a monk.
It doesn't surprise me. It's not the first time that's happened, and it won't be the last. I wouldn't punish him, but you can talk to him about it. Perhaps God will guide him, and he'll gladly give up his mammon.
That's all I know.
If you find out anything else, come to me. I'd be interested to hear it.
I'm here to work.
What would you like?
I have all the pages of the torn-up book. The Art of Love can go back to the library.
Oh, brother, you can't even imagine how happy you've made me. Since you're clearly a true lover of books, I'll give you a reward I've never given another novice. I'll lend you the key to the cabinet containing forbidden books, and you can look at the peculiar things we've accumulated there. That cabinet's strictly off limits to novices, but you've earned my trust. I'm sure you'll recognize that those books contain nothing but dangerous gibberish, and there's a valuable lesson to be learned there.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate your trust. Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before, but not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Now I believe I can guess what happened.
I'm here to work.
Excellent.
I've heard you're from Vlashim.
Yes, why do you ask? And more importantly, where did you hear it? Since I'm quite sure I've never told you. Honestly, the monks like to gossip more than old wives at the market.
I've read the abbot's book. It's got everything he knows about the novices.
Why? Why would you do that?
Things will get worse. I can fit it in my joints.
Because I was curious.
My joints.
That book was surely kept under lock and key, which makes you a thief. What led you astray, brother? Do you have any idea how they'll punish you for that?
That's beside the point now. There are gaps in your little story about Vlashim.
What's so implausible about it? I've always been more interested in books, so I left my brother the shop and came here to live a good life.
Good. I believe you.
Now it doesn't matter what we pick, because we are escaping with him anyway.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Yeah,
What
one
can
more.
you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
That's all I wanted to know about him. Thanks. That's all. Thanks.
Creeping around in the corridor at night.
I have everything we need for the escape.
He was stomping about like a bear.
That must
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory. I found a dagger in your stash.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you often go through other people's belongings?
Yep.
Well then, I have a question for you. I think you know what it is. What does a monk need a dagger for?
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older. He always said yes, but only after he was dead.
Go on, please.
Abbot Peter's health is deteriorating.
Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it. So now you know everything. Are you satisfied?
Here we are.
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery.
Let's go. So now we're gonna nicely escape the monastery after everything that we did over here. Yeah, it wasn't like the quest sounds quite interesting, but it wasn't, you know, the most engaging. I think mostly due to the restrictions of you having to be in certain places, you know, during the times of the day. But yeah, overall, yeah, it was okay.
And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
I was glad to help. I did what I needed to do and no one got killed. What will you do now?
Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking... Here, take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards and tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the fires found out we've gone.
Your lucky die?
In a manner of speaking. Hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live, Brother Gregor.
My name's Henry.
All right, Brother Henry. May God be with you.
Okay, perfect. So now the only thing that we have to do is just take our things back. They're still in the chest over there, but we don't really have anything to take from there. However, yeah, the quest is officially done. And what we're gonna do next, we're not gonna go to the swamps yet. We're gonna finish the Madonna of Sasso. And then maybe we're gonna do the Band of Bastards. I think that's the DLC. However, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.